On the 22nd of November 2025, we welcome you to this heartfelt platform where memories live on. Today, we'll honor those we've recently lost, celebrate their incredible journeys, and remember the lasting impact of others. Together, we'll also talk about WWE legend Roman Reigns' emotional challenges, which have united fans worldwide. Subscribe to join our supportive circle. Rocco Rock, born in 1960, left a lasting imprint on professional wrestling, especially during his unforgettable run in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW. Known off-stage as Michael Lawrence, he shot to fame as one half of the Public Enemy, teaming with his partner, Johnny Grunge. Together, they became a staple of 1990s hardcore wrestling, winning over fans with their chaotic energy, street fight style, and willingness to take risks most other wrestlers wouldn't dare attempt. Their matches, packed with tables, chairs, and anything else that could be used as a weapon, helped define the wild, unpredictable atmosphere that ECW became famous for. Rocco Rock stood out not just for his physicality, but for his charisma. He had a natural ability to connect with the crowd, turning every performance into an experience. His fearlessness in the ring and his talent for storytelling made him a standout figure in an era filled with big personalities and intense competition. For many fans, the Public Enemy wasn't just another tag team. They were a symbol of ECW's rebellious spirit. Unfortunately, Rock's life outside the ring was more complicated. As his wrestling career slowed down, he faced serious health struggles. In 2002, at just 42 years old, he suffered a fatal heart attack, a loss that deeply affected both his family and the wrestling community. His sudden passing was a painful reminder of the physical and emotional toll the industry can take. Even now, Rocco Rock's legacy lives on. Fans continue to celebrate his contributions, and the Public Enemy remains one of the most influential teams in hardcore wrestling history. Dusty Rhodes, born Virgil Riley Runnels Jr. on October 12, 1945 in Austin, Texas, remains one of the most beloved and influential figures in professional wrestling history. Known worldwide as the American Dream, Dusty built his legacy on a blue-collar persona that felt real and relatable. Fans connected with him not just because of his in-ring talent, but because he spoke with passion, humor, and heart, often sounding like a man who truly understood the struggles of everyday life. Rhodes rose to prominence in the 1970s and 1980s, becoming one of the defining stars of the era. During a career that spanned more than 3 decades, he captured numerous championships, including the NWA World Heavyweight Championship 3 times. His legendary feud with Ric Flair helped shape the future of both the NWA and WCW, producing some of the most iconic matches and promos in wrestling history. Dusty also made an impact in the WWF, now WWE, where his larger-than-life personality made him instantly recognizable. Beyond competition, Dusty became a gifted mentor. He played a major role in shaping future generations of wrestlers, including his son Goldust, and later dozens of young talents at the WWE Performance Center. His creativity, warmth, and experience made him a cherished teacher behind the scenes. Though wildly successful, Dusty faced personal challenges, including long-term health issues brought on by years of physical wear. On June 11, 2015, he passed away at the age of 69 due to kidney failure, leaving the wrestling world heartbroken. Today, Dusty Rhodes' legacy endures, an enduring symbol of passion, resilience, and the belief that anyone can chase the American dream. Tracy Smothers was an American professional wrestler born on September 2, 1962, in Springfield, Tennessee. He broke into the wrestling world in the mid-1980s, quickly earning a reputation for his athletic ability, charm, and remarkable versatility. No matter where he wrestled, Smothers had a natural way of connecting with the crowd, whether he was making them laugh, firing them up, or delivering in the ring. Over the course of his career, he worked for major promotions such as WCW, ECW, and the WWF, now WWE. Everywhere he went, he left a lasting impression. Smothers excelled in both singles and tag team wrestling, capturing several championships along the way. Fans especially remember his tag team runs with partners like Steve Armstrong and Chris Candido, where his chemistry and timing helped create some truly memorable matches. His style often mixed solid in-ring storytelling with an easygoing humor that made him stand out from the pack. Beyond performing, Smothers was deeply respected as a mentor. He spent countless hours working with younger wrestlers, sharing the lessons he had learned throughout his long career. Many performers who trained with him credit Smothers for helping shape their path in the industry. His dedication to wrestling wasn't just about winning matches, it was about helping the business grow and giving back to the next generation. Sadly, Tracy Smothers passed away at the age of 58 after a battle with cancer. His loss was felt across the wrestling world, but his legacy lives on. He is remembered not only for his talent and accomplishments, but also for his kindness, work ethic, and the genuine love he had for the sport and its fans. Adrian Street was a Welsh professional wrestler and author whose bold personality and unmistakable style helped reshape the wrestling world of the 1970s and 1980s. Born on December 5, 1940, in Bryn Mawr, South Wales, he became famous not only for his technical skill in the ring, but for the way he blended athleticism with elaborate showmanship. With glittering outfits, dramatic entrances, and a playful yet provocative attitude, Street created a character unlike anything wrestling had seen before. His flair challenged expectations, pushed boundaries, and brought a new level of theatricality to the sport. Over a career that spanned decades, Street wrestled internationally, making an impact in promotions across the UK, the United States, and many other regions. What made him especially remarkable was his ability to balance entertainment with genuine toughness. Beneath the glitter was a fierce competitor who could out-wrestle nearly anyone. He inspired countless performers who would later build characters around personality and spectacle, cementing his place as a true innovator. Street's creativity extended beyond the ring. He authored several books, sharing stories from his extraordinary life and career, and even appeared in film, including a role in Quest for Fire. His work reflected the same spirit that defined his wrestling persona: original, expressive, and fearlessly unique. Adrian Street passed away at 82, but his influence remains deeply felt. He is remembered as a trailblazer who proved that wrestling could be both sport and art, and as one of the most vibrant, pioneering figures ever to step into the ring. Ravishing Rick Rude was one of professional wrestling's most unforgettable personalities, a performer whose charisma, chiseled physique, and larger-than-life swagger made him a standout wherever he went. Born Richard Morgan Rude on December 7, 1958, in Robbinsdale, Minnesota, Rude grew up fascinated by the world of wrestling. That passion eventually led him to Vern Gagne's legendary AWA training camp, where he quickly turned heads with his natural athletic ability and undeniable presence. Rude made his professional debut in the early 1980s, rising through the ranks in promotions like the AWA and WCW. It didn't take long for him to perfect his ravishing persona, a cocky, smooth-talking heel who flaunted his looks just as much as his in-ring talent. Fans loved to hate him. His entrances became spectacles of their own, complete with muscle-flexing poses and the occasional glamorous woman on his arm. He played the role to perfection, feeding off the crowd's reactions and delivering performances that made him must-see entertainment. When Rude arrived in WWE, his star only grew brighter. He captured the Intercontinental Championship and engaged in a fiercely memorable rivalry with the Ultimate Warrior. His finishing move, the Rude Awakening, cemented his reputation as both a skilled technician and an incredible showman. Sadly, a serious back injury forced him to retire from active competition earlier than anyone hoped. Even after stepping away from the ring, Rude stayed connected to the sport as a manager and commentator, continuing to influence those around him. Though his career ended too soon, Rick Rude's legacy remains powerful. His charisma, confidence, and unforgettable style continue to inspire generations of wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. Roman Reigns, born Leati Joseph Anoa'i on May 25, 1985 in Pensacola, Florida, grew up immersed in the rich heritage of the legendary Anoa'i wrestling dynasty, a lineage that includes icons such as The Rock, Yokozuna, Rikishi, and the Usos. Wrestling surrounded him long before he ever stepped foot in the ring, shaping his understanding of discipline, tradition, and the profound expectations placed upon a member of such a renowned family. Yet despite this environment, Roman's first great passion wasn't wrestling, but football, and he poured himself into the sport as a way of forging his own path outside the predetermined shadow of family greatness. He excelled at Pensacola Catholic High School and later at Georgia Tech, where his power and agility made him a standout defensive tackle. Even though he pursued short-lived professional opportunities in the NFL and CFL, fate had a different plan as injuries and shifting circumstances nudged him toward the career destiny many believed he was born for. What initially seemed like a setback in football eventually opened the door to the world that would define him. A world where he would not only carry the family legacy, but elevate it to heights uniquely his own. The rise toward WWE and the making of a star. Roman's entry into WWE in 2010 marked the beginning of a steady, relentless evolution that would eventually turn him into one of the most defining figures of modern professional wrestling. Starting in Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, under the name Leakey, he experienced the growing pains of learning an entirely new craft, one that demanded as much theatrical finesse as athleticism. He wasn't an instant favorite, nor was he immune to missteps, but his size, work ethic, and intensity quickly captured the attention of those who recognized potential in its early form. His breakout came in 2012 when he debuted on the main roster as part of The Shield, alongside Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, a trio whose impact permanently altered WWE's landscape. The Shield's raw, tactical in-ring dominance became the pulse of WWE programming, and Roman's explosive power, combined with his signature spear, made him a standout force among them. As the stable disbanded and Roman transitioned into singles competition, WWE positioned him as the next central figure, a move met with equal parts enthusiasm and resistance from the audience. Despite the polarized response, Roman persisted, slowly refining his character until he eventually stepped into a role that felt authentically his. A commanding presence with deep roots in culture, leadership, and self-identity. Injuries, wear and tear, and the demands of professional wrestling, despite being performance-based, is physically unforgiving, and Roman has endured his share of injuries and lingering soreness accumulated over years of grueling schedules. Throughout his career, he has dealt with knee strains, back discomfort, and general wear and tear that naturally accompany performing at an elite level several times a week. Rumors occasionally circulate about accidents during live events or rehearsals, particularly when fans notice slight adjustments in his movement or shifts in the intensity of his in-ring style. While WWE and Roman himself keep most medical details private, rightfully so, there have been visible signs that certain matches take a heavier toll on him than they once did. These are not indicators of severe harm, but rather reflections of an athlete with a long, demanding career behind him and enormous expectations still placed on his shoulders. WWE has adjusted his schedule in recent years, focusing on major premium events rather than constant weekly appearances, not as a sign of weakness, but as a strategy to ensure longevity. Maintaining peak physical performance after years of championship-level matches requires careful pacing, and Roman's evolving approach shows maturity, self-awareness, and respect for both his body and the fans who support him. Financial rumors, public perception, and the pressure of stardom. As one of WWE's highest-paid superstars, Roman naturally becomes the subject of online speculation regarding his finances, lifestyle, and off-camera responsibilities. Some rumors have suggested financial pressure or growing expenses, but publicly, there is no evidence of instability or crisis. Like many celebrities, Roman studies business opportunities, manages personal investment, and balances the demands of security, travel, and family life. But none of these normal responsibilities indicate financial strain. Instead, the more significant story behind these rumors is the societal tendency to assume that visibility automatically equates to limitless wealth, or that fame erases the practical realities of everyday responsibility. Roman has always presented himself as grounded, disciplined, and family-oriented, emphasizing that his success is built on hard work rather than extravagant spending. While speculation comes with fame, Roman consistently shows that he handles pressure with clarity and maturity, focusing on long-term stability rather than short-term extravagance. The real financial story around Roman is not about struggle, but about the immense pressure placed on public figures who must constantly navigate expectations related to earnings, image, and personal life. The balance between family life and wrestling's high demands. Behind the tribal chief persona stands a man deeply committed to his family, especially his wife, Galina Becker, and their children, including his daughter, Joelle. Roman frequently speaks about the grounding power of his family and how they influence the choices he makes regarding his schedule, travel, and overall career direction. His decision in 2020 to step away from WWE programming during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic demonstrated not only his responsibility as a provider, but also his determination to protect his health and safeguard his loved ones. Managing the demanding lifestyle of a WWE superstar, constant travel, physical strain, emotional pressure, while striving to remain present at home, is a complex juggling act that Roman embraces with humility. He has expressed that being a father and husband is not separate from his identity as a performer, but rather the foundation that gives him strength. Even as WWE leans heavily on him as a central figure, Roman's commitment to prioritizing family when necessary shows fans a more complete picture of who he is. A leader not just in the ring, but in his personal life. The reality of rumored accidents and the aftermath of performance risks. The wrestling world is built on high-impact movements, tight schedules, and rehearsals that can be as dangerous as the matches themselves. Over the years, whispers have emerged about minor backstage mishaps involving Roman, nothing catastrophic, but enough to cause concern when fans notice subtle changes in his performance style. One such rumor involved a possible mild concussion from a rehearsal collision, though never confirmed by WWE. Whether true or exaggerated, these stories highlight an important truth. Even superstars with superhuman presence face very human risks every time they perform. Roman's more cautious approach in certain matches, or his occasional avoidance of high-risk spots, likely reflects a smart, strategic effort to protect his long-term health rather than any serious injury. Fans have responded with overwhelming support, consistently prioritizing his safety over their desire for constant appearances. Behind every moment of dominance on television is a man aware of his body's limits, working to preserve his health for the future. Roman has shown through his actions, not dramatic announcements, that longevity matters more than short-term spectacle. Current health management, injury awareness, and WWE's adjusted strategy. In recent years, observers have noted that Roman occasionally displays signs of back or hip discomfort during matches, subtle shifts in posture, measured pacing, or careful execution of power moves. These signs are not causes for alarm, but natural effects of performing at a top level for over a decade. WWE has responded proactively, reducing his weekly workload and positioning him as a premium attraction performer, similar to how legends like The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar structured their later careers. Roman's leaner schedule allows him to perform at the highest level during major events, deliver storytelling-heavy segments, and maintain the aura that defines the tribal chief. His commitment to conditioning, training, and physical maintenance remains a cornerstone of his career longevity. Even when fans express concern, Roman shows that he is mindful of his health and prioritizes long-term stability over short-term intensity. This approach ensures that he can continue contributing meaningfully to WWE without sacrificing personal well-being, a balance that reflects maturity and a deep understanding of the physical demands his body has endured. The emotional and psychological weight of being WWE's centerpiece. Beyond the physical pressures, the emotional weight of being WWE's cornerstone is immense. Few performers in company history have carried as many storylines, championship expectations, public appearances, and leadership responsibilities as Roman has over the past decade. The constant scrutiny from fans, media, and industry insiders can create a level of pressure that is difficult for most people to imagine. Roman has acknowledged in interviews that maintaining the tribal chief character, performing at main event levels, and representing WWE on global stages all require mental resilience. Balancing personal battles, like leukemia remission monitoring and physical recovery, with professional obligations magnifies the emotional toll. Yet Roman's calm demeanor, controlled charisma, and steady leadership illustrate how he turns pressure into focus. His ability to remain composed under intense expectations showcases not just his talent, but his emotional intelligence. Roman's psychological strength is as integral to his legacy as any championship he has won. A legacy built on strength, survival, and authentic transformation. Roman Reigns stands today as one of the most compelling figures in modern wrestling, an athlete whose journey is defined not only by championships and dominance, but by resilience, reinvention, and personal courage. From his early passion for football to becoming WWE's defining superstar, he has forged a legacy shaped by perseverance through illness, recovery from injuries, adaptation to pressure, and unwavering dedication to family. His evolution into the tribal chief not only redefined his career, but reshaped the storytelling style of WWE's entire main event scene. Roman's path has not been easy, but it has been deeply human, marked by triumphs built on hard work and setbacks met with quiet strength. As he approaches the next chapter of his career, whether continuing full-time, transitioning into a part-time schedule, or eventually stepping back to focus on family, his legacy already stands as a testament to heart, endurance, leadership, and authenticity. Roman Reigns is more than a character. He is a symbol of perseverance, a figure whose impact extends far beyond wrestling rings, and a reminder that true greatness is defined not only by victories, but by the battles fought behind the scenes.